Hey, bitches.
Hi.
What up?
I'm exhausted.
Fucking preach. If you didn't know, this is Hot for Justice, and this is Jaymie.
And I'm Jessica.
Yeah, sorry that we didn't have an episode out last week. Wow, words are hard already. This is gonna go great.
Yeah. It's, fine.
Yeah, quick story time. I'm broken. I have a pinched nerve in my neck that's either sleep-related or posture-related, or both, because I didn't, do anything.
Well, and you've been stressed. That usually has something to do with it.
So it's probably a combination of all three of those things, honestly.
Yeah.
So it just is what it is. So I could barely move last weekend and, the first half of the week.
And then her husband almost broke his toe.
Yes, he dropped a 10-pound weight on his toe the other day, and so that's been real fun.
Ugh, gross.
Zach is thriving.
We're all thriving.
Yeah, truly. And you have a, baby going through sleep regression still, so that's fun.
Yeah, and I'm not sleeping well, just in general.
Right.
So, yeah, it's been really fun. I'm exhausted. I have no energy today. I'm sorry about it.
It's all good.
I have an interesting case, so it's kind of creepy.
Same. Mine's also interesting. And I go first, yeah?
Yep, you're first.
Okay, cool.
Also, we're going to have a screen recap of Amanda Knocks Up Wednesday.
Yes.
And then after that, we're going to be doing each episode of Trial by Media, which is on Netflix currently. Mm-hmm. Each episode is a different case. I think I'm already 3 in. It's really interesting and also really sad. And some of the episodes kind of have, they're pretty much all cases from the 90s, but they definitely have a lot of similarities between things that are kind of happening now.
Yeah. That's kind of what you're telling me.
Yeah, it's
a lot of racial discrepancies and shit like that.
Yeah, and honestly, it's really sad. So I had to turn it off the other day because I was just super bummed that this is still happening almost 30 years later. It's ridiculous. So, anyways, long story short, that's kind of what's on the menu.
What's on the menu? I like that.
Yeah. So, yep, you up?
Cool. Well, I feel like I had something else to say. It might come to me. It might not. And I'm not really sure.
50-50.
Oh, I did have a question for you that has absolutely nothing to do with this podcast.
Yes.
Did you ever try that dip nail set again? Because I know you were having issues with it. Because we've talked about it on the podcast before, that you ordered it.
Yeah.
And you weren't thrilled with the first set you did.
Oh, God, it turned out terrible, the first set. And that was just me, because it's a difficult thing to, learn. The second time I did it better, but they kind of popped off after a week. And so they're supposed to last 2.
I think I figured out your problem. Because I had the same problem. And also, my gel nails, when I do them at home, I could maybe get a week and a half out of them.
Yeah.
When I get them done professionally, I can get 3 weeks out of them.
Yeah, me too.
So I ordered on Amazon a nail dehydrator and a primer. I will send you the link. Okay. I did a set of gel nails on my hand yesterday. It's a thermal gel polish. I ordered some new colors too, but it's one of those ones that under cold water they turn a different color.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, if anyone's interested in some links, I can provide them. Just send me a DM. But I will send you the link to the primer and dehydrator. I just thought about this morning because I thought of you.
My hope. Yeah, I also ordered some static nails, which are the reusable pop-on manicures. Mm-hmm. You can do. I like them. They are more expensive than your typical drugstore.
Because they're $20, $25 a set or something.
It was $20 if you include shipping. If you order so many, you get it free shipping.
Right.
But I didn't because I just wanted to try it.
Totally.
They are easier to file and cut down
than
your typical drugstore ones. They're bendy, but the thing is, it breaks something. So right now, mine are they're chipping a little bit, if that makes sense. Yeah. They still look, they look good.
They look really good.
They have come off a little bit. I think I've replaced 4, re-glued them on. But overall, I think I'm pretty happy with them, and I would probably order from them again.
Nice. I've heard good things.
But, yeah, I think next time maybe I'll just, try to clean off my nails a little bit better and get it to stick on there. But, yeah, so far, good things.
Yeah. So that was enough about Nail Corner. I just thought about you when I put that dehydrate
I
your
also
stuff.
have an earring corner, so I taught myself how to bead earrings, and this is my latest pair. You can't see, but
Those
I'll probably...
are so cute.
I can probably put them on our Instagram, but
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm working on my third pair. I'm trying to like kind of build up a little bit of an inventory, and then I probably will sell them. So if you guys are interested in some handmade, like Native American style beaded earrings.
Yeah, those are really cool. I like those.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm making Jaymie some. I just am waiting for some beads to come in.
Ooh.
Because I didn't have enough of those royal blue ones to make you a full
Well, I appreciate you going the extra mile.
Anytime. For my business partner.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Tell us about your murder.
Yes. So this one's a little bit wild. So, of course, I got this from Reddit. Wow, shocker. Me doing something original?
I'm
never.
Shocked. No, I'm just kidding.
I would never just pull something off of Reddit. Not one time. Never.
Never.
That just seems like something that I would never do.
I did a little bit of my research today. I'm pretty proud about it.
Ooh, that makes one of us.
But I'm also tired and needing a nap, so there we are.
Excellent. Okay, so this comes from a user, oh god, I think it's EctoJinx. Okay. That's what I'm going with. Anyway, it'll be linked in the description. You'll have the link to it if y'all want it.
Yes.
So, this is an unresolved murder that took place in Australia.
Mate.
Yes, mate. Is there anything more frustrating than obvious suspects but a lack of evidence? The murder of Brett Wynn.
For real. Okay, I think I saw this on Reddit because I was perusing Reddit. So.
Yeah, this was just posted a couple of days, or earlier today, as of the day we're recording.
Why. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it was like hot and trending on the Reddit Unresolved Mysteries page. So
yes, it was. It was.
But for good reason. It's a little bit bonkers.
I didn't read it, so thankfully we didn't do the same case again.
No, that's also why I asked you initially, because I had another case that I liked, and I'm gonna end up doing it next week. But I was like, oh, pick one. So that way, I was like giving you like a little bit of information, so that like we could suss out if they were the same. But like,
I really like. I had a case. I know I had one prepared because I had two prepared for the last time.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
And I have no idea what I did with it. It's gone.
It ran away.
But I'll figure it out.
So Brett Wynn was a 24-year-old from Port Noarlunga, South Australia. Is that right? Do you know? Noarlunga? Noarlunga.
It sounds right.
Sure.
Where is it at?
Southern Australia.
Okay.
I don't know if that's helpful at all.
It is, yes, a little bit.
I've never been. I don't know anything about the geography of Australia.
Yeah.
So truly, I couldn't tell you. I'll tell you what Google's telling me right now. It's a suburb in the city of Onkaparinga, South Australia.
Yeah, I don't know.
That sounds like a bigger city.
I lived in New South Wales, so I don't know.
Excellent.
It's a different state, for those of you who aren't familiar.
I have no idea. So.
Oh.
I didn't know they were broken up into states.
Yeah. There's 6 of them, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
The more you know.
There's New South Wales, Queensland, the Northern Territory, South Australia. Whatever.
We're great at this.
Yeah, I only lived there for 6 months, so whatever.
Perfect. You're not expected to know everything after only 6 months. Don't worry.
Exactly.
So Brett was an assistant manager at a local supermarket and was engaged to his fiancée, Carolyn. On November 16th of 1989, around 8 p.m., Carolyn sees him get into a late model white Ford sedan in the driveway of their home. It's being driven by a man who is unknown to her. Brett rings her later that night to say he would be home soon, but is never seen or heard from again. That same night, the supermarket where he worked at is robbed. The thieves gain access with a PIN code and use an employee code to disable the alarms. Keys are used to open the safe. Almost $60,000 in cash was stolen.
Dang.
Yeah. Police suspect Brett's involvement in the robbery and attribute his disappearance to him going on the run. Fast forward to 1997, so what is that, 9 years later? Yeah. Math. Surprise.
Ooh.
I can only do math if the answer is less than 10.
That was a big one for us.
But round numbers are thoroughly appreciated and preferred.
honestly.
Yeah. Information thanks fast forward to 1997, information thanks to a public appeal suggests that he had in fact been murdered. Ooh, your dog is over there getting salty.
He was, but I was muted, so.
Oh, just kidding. There was a big
Everybody
bark.
missed that.
Well, I'm glad I brought it up then.
He's being a turd.
Some people's kids.
Honestly.
So this information led police to believe that Brett was part of a 3-man gang suspected of several robberies on supermarkets in the area shortly before he was murdered. The tip only names one person who goes by David. After 2 years of investigation, police identified 2 suspects, David Christopher Cox and a second man who isn't identified for legal reasons. Both suspects are interviewed, and while they admit they knew Brett, they deny any knowledge of his murder or involvement in any of the robberies. Fast forward again to 2002. A person contacts police and tells them that Brett's body had been initially dumped on the side of the road at Cape Jervis, which is about an hour from his house, and then after a few days had been taken to David Cox's house at Hackham West, which is about 9 minutes away from Brett's house. I don't know if you know where any of that is, but...
No, I
Excellent.
don't.
Okay. I kind of didn't think so, but I just had to make sure.
Yeah.
So this person who gave this information is an acquaintance of Cox and claims that he was asked to help bring Brett's body back from Cape Jervis, and that when they had arrived at Cox's house, a grave was already prepared under a bedroom's floorboards. He claims that the body is inside of a surfing bag.
Yikes.
Investigators decide to excavate Cox's house, and under the floorboards of a bedroom, they do in fact find Brett's skeletal remains inside of a surf bag. Whoa, Charlie, could we not do that?
Whoa, our dogs today, man. Some people's kids.
I know, there must be something going on in the air. You know, it's just that Sunday afternoon feeling, am I right?
I guess so.
So yeah, they find the skeletal remains. In 2004, Cox is charged with murder, but despite a seemingly insurmountable amount, that's a fucking mouthful.
It really is.
The insurmountable amount of damning evidence, which included recovering Brett's remains from his house, and the testimony of the informant who claimed to have helped Cox bury Mr. Wynn, the jury returned a majority verdict of not guilty.
Damn.
I know. Fucking insane. Cox's defense is mainly centered around how untrustworthy and of poor character key witnesses were. Majority of the witnesses were heavily involved in drugs back in 1989 and now have some quote-unquote mental issues. Cox would then commit suicide a number of years later. In an odd twist, for almost a year following Brett's disappearance, Carolyn, his fiancée, received weekly food deliveries, sometimes delivered by a man that she later identifies as Cox. These deliveries ceased only when Carolyn begins a new relationship. A recent police statement on the case from one of the sergeants. If anyone can come forward in relation to their knowledge of the third person involved in those supermarket breaks in the late 1980s, that would assist us. There were others who knew about these break-ins and didn't cooperate with us at any time. So, basically there's a third person just kind of on the loose, and that man who committed suicide probably got away with murder.
Interesting.
Yeah. Huh. Fucking insane.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, that was that one. It was short and, definitely not sweet, but...
Definitely not sweet.
But I thought it was kind of wild that guy got off.
Yeah, that is wild.
Like, he was literally found in that guy's house.
Wow.
Like, what the fuck?
That's crazy. That's sad, too.
Yeah. And I'm sure his fiancée never got any peace.
Oh,
or
no.
anyone else.
Nope. Well.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I have another bummer for us.
Oh boy, bring on the bummer.
Trigger warning: if you're afraid of clowns, you might not want to listen.
Zach.
Is he?
Oh yeah, Zach doesn't like clowns.
Oh, I'm so glad you told me that. Oh, I have a surprise come Halloween for Zach.
Oh no.
Oh, that's funny.
I hope he listens to this to find out what all the secrets are.
I know, right? Okay, so I found mine on Reddit. I used 2 Reddit threads. One, the username's deleted, and the other username Hotel India. Hotel India, I think.
That sounds legit.
Yeah. It's about the murder of Marlene Warren, who was 40 years old in May of 1990. Someone knocked on her door of her West Palm Beach house, and when she answered it, she found a person there who was dressed up as a clown.
Oh my.
Which, weird.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really be fond of an unexpected clown visitor.
I wouldn't open the door, but
yeah, no.
She opened the door, the person was dressed as a clown, and they had flowers and balloons. So she probably just thought, like, oh, it's like a flower delivery and they're dressed up or whatever. Well, when she took the items out of the clown's hands, the clown pulled out a gun and shot Marlene in the face.
Holy fucking shit.
Yep. Marlene's son arrived at the house just in time to see the clown get into a white Chrysler LeBaron and drive away.
I thought you were going to say a fucking a clown car.
Well, that would be very hard to get away in.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like clowns have different physics than people do.
It's maybe.
I don't know.
The car was found 4 days later by the police. It had been reported stolen from a car rental agency. And guess who the car rental agency was run by?
Was it run by her?
Her husband, Mike. Weird. In the car, a brown paper bag was found in the trunk along with orange fibers. And, the orange fibers were like what would be from a clown's wig.
I don't like that.
Yeah. So the brown paper bag was from a store called Publix. So Marlene was in the hospital for 2 days and she died of her injuries. So everybody kind of focused in on her husband, as you do in a case like this.
Naturally.
But he had a strong alibi. He was reportedly miles away from the house in a car with 2 of his friends. So it was really solid.
Of course he was.
Yeah.
So solid.
Right. A few hours later, like after Marlene had been shot, an anonymous caller called in a tip that pointed to Mike Warren and a woman named Sheila Keene. So there were rumors that they were both they were having an affair with each other. Mm-hmm. She ran a car repossession company that sometimes did work for his car rental company, so they knew each other from that.
So they were like business associates or whatever.
Yes. And that's what they basically, there was their party line. He was regularly seen at her apartment, but they denied being romantically involved. They did admit to traveling together for business. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it was strictly business.
Right. So the police are kind of narrowing in. 2 employees at the grocery store basically described the woman who came in to buy flowers and the balloons, and the description matched Sheila, and the description also matched like the clown makeup and stuff. So
maybe she was just really bad at makeup and the people just made an assumption.
That's funny, but no, she had a wig, like in full on like white cover your face makeup, so she was intentionally trying to like disguise.
Well, damn, there goes my one theory to get her off.
Good theory, I know. Yeah, so then they I guess found orange fibers consistent with the wig hair in her home.
All right, this is looking real bad for what's her name?
Sheila.
Sheila. I was about to call her Shirley.
No, though, it wasn't looking bad enough because the case went cold for 27 years.
I am so sorry. What did you just tell me?
Yes, 27 years.
Holy shit.
27 of them. So apparently it wasn't enough.
So basically your lifetime.
Yeah, basically. So he was arrested in 1992, so 2 years later, but not for murder. He was arrested for racketeering, odometer fraud, grand theft, and petty theft, because essentially what he was doing with his business was rolling back odometers of the cars from his agency so that he could get warranty repairs for free, and then he was selling those used cars for more than they were worth because he said
they had less miles. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was sentenced. But the judge basically was pissed because they said, well, to the prosecutors, essentially you're prosecuting him for this because you don't have enough evidence to prosecute him for his wife's murder. So
Right.
I'm only going to sentence him to 20 years of probation. There on appeal, it was appealed later. The prosecutors did eventually get a 9-year prison sentence for him, and he served that, was released in 1997. In 2002, Sheila and he married, and they moved to rural Virginia.
So yeah, there's definitely nothing going on between him and Sheila. Not once.
Definitely not. No. I think I watched there is a CBS or like 48 Hours about this episode. It's called The Clown Did It. It's really interesting. It goes into more detail and like interviews the son and blah blah blah. But like I'm pretty sure they moved to Virginia and like bought a restaurant or something like crazy. But anyway, she was arrested in 2017 for the murder because apparently they had like connected her using DNA or something.
Oh, they finally sorted out all the fucking coincidences?
Yeah. So he hasn't been charged in relation to that, but she has. So she was arrested in 2017, charged, but I don't think her trial has happened yet because the prosecutors were basically seeking like it as a death penalty case.
Right.
And I think they were having some issues, and now there's the COVID stuff, so like I don't know if they're going to continue to pursue the death penalty, but yeah, it's really ew. It's just you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
When you watch the episode, because I watched it a really long time ago, so I found this article and I was like, oh, this sounds really familiar. And then as I was reading, I'm like, oh, I have seen an episode of this. I'm sure if I watched it, there was probably some more details that I could have included, but yeah, it's just a creepy case, and I feel so bad for the son. And like the son, Mike was his stepdad, and then after his mom was murdered, because he was already an adult, but like,
right,
his stepdad never really got in touch with him again, and they were, I don't know, it's just, of course it's sad all around. So
yeah, wow.
Hopefully Sheila will get her justice, and who knows, maybe she did it and like Mike didn't know she was going to do it, but
yeah,
I do
maybe
find
she was
that
trying
hard
to just, like, get rid of the wife.
Because like, I mean, if you were him and that happened, you would probably assume that it would have been her,
right?
In general, but also it said that he was said to have benefited financially from his wife's death, so I'm assuming like a life insurance policy or a house or like whatever. But yeah, they try to interview him for this 48 Hours case, and he like they asked him like, did you do it? Did she do it? And he essentially like denied it, and he was like, no, I don't know why she would do this, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, sure, Jan. Again, like, sure, do you think we're all morons?
You little asshole.
Be smarter. Be smarter than that. But
yeah,
he's not.
Like, quit being a dumb little dick.
Right, a dumb little dick. There we go. But yeah, that is the end of mine. So if you're interested in hearing more, you can go watch I just Googled like 48 Hours clown murder, or the episode is called The Clown Did It, and you can search this online. You can watch it. I'm pretty sure for free.
Nice.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, nothing about that's nice, but
no, it's all a bummer, but interesting.
Definitely interesting. Well, do you have anything fun and fresh to share for everyone? Other than your static nails?
No, it's been a pretty, like, the same. It's the same. It's all the same.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of different things going on right now.
As a state employee, we're probably looking at pay cuts, so that's stressful. Which, it is what it is, but oh, it was also Audrey, our number one fan's birthday last weekend.
Yes, it
on
was.
Saturday, so happy birthday, Audrey. We love
happy
you.
Belated.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, well, she didn't have a quarantine birthday. That sucks.
I know. Well, we were all going to be in Mexico last weekend, but here we are, not in Mexico.
Not in Mexico, nowhere really near Mexico.
Just kinda.
Just a casual 12-hour drive.
Yeah, casual.
No big deal.
Hour flight.
Yeah, no big.
No biggie.
My fun and fresh thing was going to the chiropractor.
Oh, yeah. Poor thing.
But actually, an actual really fun and fresh thing. So last weekend, I made my first loaf of sourdough.
Oh, yeah. We were on a Zoom birthday celebration for Audrey, and you were eating it.
Yeah, because it was, like, finally, like, done. Because it's, like, kind of an all-day ordeal to, like, actually make the loaves. But, like, I started with a starter that was literally just flour and water. Like, I haven't needed any yeast, because it's fucking not in any store right now. And if you try to order on Amazon, it's, like, $50 for 12 packets, and that's not happening.
Price gouging.
Yeah, truly. So, you know, made my sourdough starter, figured all that out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
See, you're getting like, I'm making earrings, you're making bread.
Yeah.
I'm going to take calligraphy classes.
Whoa.
You know, like, I'm trying to make this, like, a learning, productive time.
Right?
I'm also thinking of starting, like, I'm going to do a time lapse of me making a pair of earrings and post on TikTok.
That's fun.
So,
Charlie, could you shut your goddamn mouth?
Charles.
I think that's his way of saying, shut the fuck up, Mom. We're done.
Yeah, like, I'm done. Can you, like, get off your podcast now?
Literally.
Thanks,
so, so my project for today has also been making bread because my neck is feeling a little bit better. So
Good.
When
my project's gonna go take a nap. Just kidding.
Love that for you.
Really.
So yeah, after we're done recording, I'm gonna go proof my loaves. If you've seen The Great British Bake Off, you are familiar with that. Proving.
Send me, like, a video of it. I want to see it.
I will, and I'll probably post pictures on my Instagram because
you should.
You know, I'm a proud bread bitch.
Why not?
Hell yeah.
But yeah, thanks for listening.
Yes, we will be back on Wednesday with the Amanda Knox, finally.
Yep.
Long awaited.
And all on Netflix, and then, like we said, Trial by Media. Yeah, we're going to do our best to kind of get back on a regular schedule, but things have been really busy, so if not, then, you know, expect an every other week. That's what we can commit to right now.
Right.
But we're going to try to get back on that weekly episode grind.
Hell
we just need to kind of catch up. It's been Jaymie's been crazy busy in a series of unfortunate events with the Zimmer folk.
Truly.
So, all right. Well, now Jax is yelling at me, so.
Perfect. Our dogs are over us right now. So, yeah, we'll catch you Wednesday with another one. Good. Bye.